Hello there and welcome back at Railroads Online. Today we will talk about beta update and what's new. Okay, first of all, I know it's a long time since I post any video and there was a lot of updates on this game. But I had no free time, and when I made the video it was also I decided not to, upload it on a YouTube. So now, first of all, I got on a list that there's a new Locomotive and the new Snowplow. Well, as you can see, I'm standing in something, and it is the new Snowplow. So we will look at first this Snowplow and what is it, how it works, what can you do with it. As you can see, there is a lot of things inside. The main thing is that this Snowplow it needs additional power, like next Locomotive, because this can take out the snow, but it can't move on its own. So here are the wheels that will power through this shaft. Here this giant wheel of death. So yeah, and that's how it works. The problem is the cost, and that I can't, plug it together again, couple it, because when you buy this, it's coupled, but when you try to re-rail it, I didn't find the way to re-rail it back again. I had no clue how to do it and why it's not working. So if you buy it, it's a nice piece and it works fine, and maybe I will show it how it works. Of course, we can look at it now at the menu. Here it is, the last thing. It is the biggest, or almost the biggest one in this game. Different smokestacks, only 2. Headlights, of course, a lot of headlights, and paints. You can write a number, the name, and the tender name. So here is how it is showing. I'm gonna just type here name, tender. So you can see now how it works. Okay, and it costs a lot of almost 20 grand, and it's tier 5. So, well, I think that you need a powerful Locomotive to take it up to the hill or somewhere else, because it's heavy. You can see that there is a lot of things that you can work with, like this, what is it called, buffle, which helps you to show where to throw the snow. Here is the flanger, that it should be something inside that tells the machine how far you throw the snow. I think it is it. I didn't find how it actually works. And now you can see here the rotor engine. So you fuel it up over here, and just like a normal Locomotive, because this is just normal engine, as you can see here, normal engine, but the shaft is different. And the interesting part is that you got those wings like on the Loren car, so you can load your fuel coal in it. When I bought it, it is the third time I bought this thing, and to be honest, it didn't work. So I just called the neighbor, please work. So it didn't. That's why the sign. Next thing is the new Locomotive. It is a 10-wheeler that should be really fast, and it is called the DRG class 47. It got different smokestacks, headlights, and of course paints. I like this one. It's like for more west, you know, like a cowboys. Yeah. So yeah, it's coal type. I think that all those fast engines are mainly with the wood. I guess, yeah, I think that they are wooden type. So this is the coal. Yeah, here's the wood. And well, it weighed a little bit more, but it should be fast enough, or the fastest engine, I guess. I think. Maybe I'm, you know, just telling the lies. I don't know. Of course, I bought it, and here's the trick. I bought it and I place it here in the new roundhouse. Yeah, it is a new thing, and you can place it, of course, like this. So you can finally store 12 engines, and it looks amazing. But we will back to it soon. Can I get in? No. Yes. Here it is, the 10-wheeler. I had a problem with the, and I'm going to show it to you, with the naming. But I'll show it later. So this is how it looks. Here's the new coupling thing, and you can look at it. It is beautiful beast. I think that I will take the engines on a spin next time, not in this video. So I will dedicate a new video where I will, you know, make a closer look on the locomotives and under the locomotives, because now this roundhouse just helps you to look at the engines in a different way. So this is the new loco. I tested it on this test track. It is fast, and you know, it works fine. And when we are on the engine house, I can show you now that how it works, because it got some functions that I really like. Because usually when there was, you know, midnight, when there was 12 a.m. not a.m. p.m. you know what I mean. You couldn't see anything inside the house, but now they installed these lamps, and at the same time they installed this telegraph things, and on the side there are the doors, so you can walk in. I'm going to try to show you how it works at the night. And last thing, this is the new turntable number 3, which should be the biggest to fit the biggest engine in the game, which was added, I think, on winter updates. So hold on a second. So I'm back. So you can see here now that there is a, you know, we are at night, and now you can see here the engines inside the roundhouse. It's not the best light, of course, but there is no dark, so you can finally see inside the house. I think it is a nice touch, and for me it works fine, and it again makes the game much more interesting. And oh yeah, I didn't see that. It's new for me. Yeah, it looks amazing, to be honest. And one next level thing would be if those houses would have the windows flashed too, so it would be more alive, you know. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and the next thing that is interesting to me is the perfect couple, or they call it perfect couple, and it is that you could automatically hook up those small wagons. You can see here, because every time there was the, you know, laying and you need to just hook it up, and it was broken. It was, it took ages to link a huge train. So now it should be automatic, but at the same time they said that you can switch it off in the menu. But I think that I didn't find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, it was easy to find. You can turn it on and off. I had a few problems with that. One of the problems is that with this, that I can't hook it up. And on the other engine, I was trying to hook up the tender and the locomotive. And back then you can, place the stick in there, the iron bar, and then you just, smash it back to the locomotive, to the engine, and you just put there the link, and it was linked. But now the iron bar from the tender, here it is from the engine, is still on, and you can hear the sound, but you don't know what's happening actually. So yeah, that's something that needs to be think of. But actually it works fine with normal wagons. And they added a new thing that should help you build rails, and it is the theodolites, which I had a problem to find them, but there is the way how can you place it. And it is this new menu they added in the winter update or whatever, and I never use it because I got it on my middle wheel, and for me it's just much easier to just press letter G and take what I need from the construction menu. But now this works like that: you place the one theodolite, and if you put another one in a similar direction, it should tell you how the hill is steep. Of course, it works like with everything, so you can put it and you can see the differences. So yeah, it looks like that. And if you just close the menu, it switch off, and I have no idea. Hold on, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, you have to again go to the menu and pick again the theodolites to see the numbers. Okay, we can destroy the props. It looks interesting, nice touch to it, and of course I would appreciate it. But well, I'm used to it now to just thinking of like it could be 3 or 4%, just testing it. But it should make my life easier. Next thing they added is the new UI, and we will fly to that. And why fly? Well, they added the flying when you are trying to derail your engine, so it is much easier to do it. I used Railroads Extended, but we will get to that later. Okay, this is one of the new engines that was added with the winter update. It is the biggest engine and the strongest one. It costs 20 grand. It is tier 9, so yeah, it is the heavy set. And to be honest, it is amazing engine. I want to show you the new UI. So just press F, and you can see it now here. You can see they changed it from the the generic one, which was really ugly, to this, which is pretty good. I think I like it. I don't know why they switched to Fir Heights. Of course, I think that it is more historically accurate to in America that they got Fir Heights than Celsius. But, I don't understand the Fir Heights. And you get there the small switches for the cylinder cocks, sand, even the bell, on the top right, there is this thing, which is cool, to be honest. And of course, here is got a reverser, regulator, brake. It is fine. I really like it. I think it looks good. It's amazing. So, good job, guys. Good job on this. And hold on a second. Yeah, doesn't this engine look amazing? It's beautiful set, to be honest. Nice. Really beautiful. Well done, guys. Okay, and one life improvement is that when you try to buy something, it should spawn near you. And it is because when you got a huge map, you always need to, you know, go back to your rail yard and take the wagons somewhere. I know when we had only one map, Pine Valley, it doesn't bother me because, well, it was a small map and it was some kind of interesting to me that you need to just take the wagon somewhere else to be used, which was, I think it was pretty good. I didn't mind just, you know, driving there only for the wagons. Now we can test it. I just buy, I don't know, this, order, and whoop, here it is. It spawned next to me. So I can re-rail it and I can fly anywhere I want to. Why? Well, they thought that a lot of players used the teleportation system to re-rail faster, because when you just hit the re-rail and teleport somewhere else on the map through the teleportation telegraph station, you had still on the teleportation and you could teleport the wagons. Now you can fly there, so it's the same thing. And now I can talk about the last things I wanted to, and it is about the locomotive. I need to back to the 10-wheeler, and I think it is a mistake, and the developers should know. You can put here the number, okay, 9. Please put the number, like 19. Name, name, and there is a problem. Where is the name? The number is here and here, and the tender, it shows correctly, but the name of the for the locomotive is gone. I think that they added the same column here and here, so there is a problem with in the programming. So that's it. That's one last thing I had. And second is that Railroads Online is not extended, doesn't work anymore. At least not for me, because I got an beta update. I read, or a lot of players know, that the guy who was behind the Railroads Extended had enough and said that he just don't want to anymore, you know, do it, because he was doing it in his free time, and it was time consuming, which we completely understand. But I want to say that it was a huge helper for me, and now I can see that the developers are trying to you know, improve the game even without, you know, this Railroads Online Extended, because a lot of players are the same. They want, you know, to move faster, to fly, because when are you trying to build these water towers and you try to build them, you know, on a higher ground, and you build them and they fly in the air. Why? Well, because you want them to stick to this, you know, to stick closer to the rails. And if you put them, you know, with the cross, which is in the middle, the water tower gets higher and higher, and then you need to figure out how to build a foundation. Well, this water tower got it, figure it out because it got these stone columns under it. So that is that, but different buildings don't have this foundations. One thing I think, hold on a second. Okay, back to the railroads extended. I hope that they will add something similar to the game, because when I try to show people or test the engines, I need to cheat money and XP. I did it once here. I got 1,000,000 XP and I had 1,000,000 funds, so I can buy these things and test it. When Railroads Online Extended worked, I just put the amount of money and XP, and it was finished. Now it is much more worse, so harder to do. So I think that they could create something like a sandbox mode, so you can create your test track, test the things, but maybe it's something that players don't want, but maybe it's just personally me that I'm trying to test things. And next thing is fast run. This guy is pretty slow, and when you don't want to fly, just fast sprint to somewhere else, or fly somewhere, just not type any not type to just press G, re-rail and something like that, because then it's another step to do it. Why not to make it easier? Oh shit. Okay, I found a glitch. If you just do the re-rail, then press again the G menu, you can fly, and there is no restriction, even if you click with the right click on the mouse, and you can still fly. Well, that's a glitch. Okay, my final thoughts on this update. It is good. It is changing again to be better game, and if the developers are watching the YouTubers or players that what they think of the game, I think that they could add some things that I mentioned or repair some things that I mentioned. So if you like this content, please leave a like, subscribe, it helps a lot, and I know that I'm doing it not wrong, I'm doing it correctly. So have a nice day, and bye bye in the next video, where I'll try to focus more on the engines, and we will just look at them and try to ride them on this test track, which if you want to, just I can put it on my Discord server, and I can put it there, so you can download it and test it too, because this test server is just one line track around here, and there are some engines, so you can test how they work. There are some heights, lows, sharp turns, so you can test the engine to the maximum. So again, have a nice day and goodbye.